Hey guys, so it is Tuesday evening and I'm in Bilbao, and my ferry is on Thursday at lunchtime. So I thought I'd do a wrap-up video and show you what happened over the last few days, because I didn't do a lot of hiking. In fact, I didn't do any hiking. Played a bit of tennis, did some bits and pieces, but my primary focus was exiting that business and getting myself up to Bilbao, ready to go home. So here's the videos, the timeline, if you wish, of what happened over the last few days. Well, guys, good morning. It's Sunday morning. It is 9:41 and it's Baltic up here. So I've left Bihar and I'm heading up towards Bilbao, but I'm going up via Almeria, Alicante, Valencia, and then cross country over to Bilbao. My boat is on Thursday, and today's Sunday, so I have plenty of time. So I'm taking no motorways, no tolls, just little back roads, and I'm taking my time. I'm leaving early because I want to make sure that if anything happens with the van, that I have plenty of time to get sorted and make my boat. So this road is absolutely spectacular, but it's also absolutely Baltic. So I'm going to get back into the van, back into Bolero, and stay warm and continue my journey. And as you can see, I'm right up in the mountains, and this is the first time I've seen some snow and ice and stuff, whatever. One of the things I find really interesting driving here through the mountains is to drive along this road, and it's a national road, one of the roads that you had to use before the motorway, and you'll see the motorways cutting right through the mountains, and then you're on this road winding your way through. But then you look down a little bit further down into the valley and you see a smaller road that predates this one. And you look a bit even further down and you see a road that goes back, tiny roads with tiny little bridges, and you realise they're the original roads going back to the Roman times. There's huge history here. It's really, really spectacular and beautiful. I love this country. Beautiful country. Now, by way of background, so as I said a moment ago, I left the coast, left Near Harp, and I'm driving up to Bilbao, but going up by the east coast of Spain. And I spent a week in the Níjar area, and that was because I was working. So I wanted to have a campsite, be in a campsite where I had power, so I could keep my fridge going and keep everything charged and not be relying on solar, and where I could work, where I had good Wi-Fi, where I could work. So I stayed in the campsite, expensive enough campsite as I mentioned before. I think it was €30 a night, but it was a lovely little campsite and well located, close to town, so it suited me fine, and I got a lot of work done, which was important. So yeah, I played some tennis with Lawrence, the guy from Oman that I met, who's looking to buy a place down here. So I played tennis with him and did a few walks along the beach and into the town and whatever. Ate in a spectacular little restaurant I mentioned, the Little Italy, the best value in Spain, and generally had a good time and rested, to be honest with you. I went for one run, so I decided one morning there, not yesterday morning, I think the morning before, I decided that I needed some exercise because I hadn't moved for a couple of days really, and I went for a run along the beach, and it really hurt my legs. It hurt the back of my calves, so I think I was running on the sand, running all this, I was sort of straining them, or stretching them in the way they hadn't been stretched. So I hit 4K and I said, enough of that. So yeah, so the journey continues, and looking forward now to getting home, to be honest. It'd be funny leaving the nice weather, but the time to come home. I'm away almost, I'm going to be away 2 months, and want to get back to my house and my garden and get everything trim and ready. I've been looking at new to me camper vans, and I have a few lined up that I want to go and see when I get back. One, in fact, on the drive home, I'm actually going to call in to see it, because he's heading off to Spain on the 7th. So on the 6th I'll call in to see him. But yeah, I've seen a few. The price range is really 45,000 euro to get what I want. And I think I'm just going to spend the money and buy it and sell Bolero and have Bolero 2. I'll have to, I'm not sure if I'll give it the same name. I'd like to give it the same name. I like Bolero, and so maybe I will give it a second name and call it Bolero the Second. So that's it. I'll keep you posted as the journey continues. Hey guys, so I'm in a campsite. You can see where I am here, and I drove across the length of the Sierra Nevada mountains, and what an amazing drive. It really is a spectacular mountain range, and I went, as I said earlier, no motorways, just all the little country roads. The the N340 is a road I followed from Nerja up to where I am now, and I did, I think, about 130 miles, and it took me 4.5, almost 5 hours. So I'll give you an idea of what the roads were like, how slow it was. But beautiful drive, and the van performed really well. You couldn't make this up. The van really worked really well, no problems at all, and in fact she seems to be running better than ever. So I've got over to here. I'll show you where I am on the map. So here's where I was, down in Nerja, and I went pretty much up here into the mountains and sort of followed the A340 through the mountains and over to here, and I'm somewhere around here, not sure exactly where. And tomorrow I'm going to continue up the coast, maybe I don't know if the A340 continues, but up here up to Cartagena, maybe a bit further, maybe head up towards Alicante, and yeah, and then work my way up to Valencia, and then from Valencia I'll go cross country and over to Bilbao. So today's Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days, and will have me up in Bilbao. I'm taking it easy, doing the same kind of drive, like 4-5 hours drive, but all on the back roads, and just enjoyed the scenery. A different kind of holiday, no hiking, no walking, just touring. But very nice, really enjoy it. So and by the way, what's interesting is I've arrived back close to an area where I camped before. As only as I was driving past, I said, oh, I've been here before. So I keep revisiting the same places. Very strange. Okay, that's it for today. I'll continue the saga after tomorrow or the next day. Hey guys, so it's Monday morning. It is 10:40. And I'm on the road now since about 7:45. I just stopped and had a Spanish pan au chocolat, whatever they call them. They're very delicious, and some tea to keep me going. So you can see where I am on the map. I'm driving cross country up to Valencia. I think the total journey I'm doing is about 400 kilometers. And yeah, I've got about 3 hours to go. So it is a really amazing drive. So, change of plan for a change. It's now 2:50, and I am heading up the motorway. So I've changed my settings to allow me to drive on the motorway, and I have decided to go up to the middle of Spain. And I did this because the weather, as I was heading up to Valencia, the weather got disimproved basically. It got cold, grey and a bit misty. So I decided there's no point going over to Valencia, the coast. I would keep going up straight. So yeah, so a long drive today now. So I'm on the road since before 8 o'clock this morning, and I've got about an hour and 3/4 to go. So yeah, it's going to be a long day. However, I will have covered a huge chunk of the mileage up to Bilbao. So tomorrow I will finish this spin up and drive up to Bilbao and find a campsite, and that gives me Wednesday to do the laundry. I want to wash everything and dry it while I have access to big washers and dryers for the sleeping bags and such like things. And I want to go and shop. I want to get some wine and a couple of other bits and pieces. Bring it home. No point in spending 10, 15, 20 euro a bottle at home, but I can buy it for 2, 5, 6 euro a bottle here in Spain. So yeah, it'd be nice to have a day of rest as well before I get on the boat and head home. So that's the plan. Ever changing. We're on the road. They've orchards that go on for miles. You can see how they produce so much food here. But one thing that did strike me was to see all the manual labour involved. Obviously really, really cheap labour. And you see them out in the field with harrows, little handheld hoes, hacking away, fixing up the ridges that they're growing their lettuce in, or working around the trees. Huge amount of manual labour, and all, one has to assume, very inexpensive, i.e. poorly paid. To the extent that when I bought my baguette, which I did, with my pain au chocolat in a little village, it was €1.90 for the baguette and the pain au chocolat. And so really inexpensive. And the pain au chocolat cost €1. It was the bread that cost 90 cents. So you know, yeah, beautiful. This just is a beautiful, beautiful country, and it's vast. This is the thing I think. As I'm driving along, you drive for hours, and there are mountain ranges all around me, left, right, in front of me. Everywhere I see these mountain ranges, I'm driving through valleys and down little roads, country roads. Absolutely spectacular. Now arid, you know, it looks really arid because we're used to green, and you wonder how they grow anything here. But here they do. Here they irrigate it. They have water. You see the little water pipes everywhere, millions of them up and down the fields, and that's how they do it. They have the sunshine. We have the water. They have the sunshine. If we could blend the two of them, we'd be on a winner. But anyway, going to keep going now. The place I stayed in last night was lovely. So I'm just coming up to where I'm going to camp, and I realise this is a medieval town. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful town. Don't know if you can see it there, but it's ancient, as the man said. What a wonderful looking place. What an ancient looking place. So it is 12:43 and I just had a sandwich. So I left at 9 o'clock and I stopped in this little town, Semser or something it's called, and got some bread, nice baguette. I made myself a sandwich just there on the side of the road. My sort of staple diet on this trip has been ham, cheese, onion, tomato in baguette with mayonnaise and mustard. I just finished the jar of mustard I bought, just finished it down this sandwich. So yeah, so I've 3 hours driving done, or near enough 3 hours driving done, and I have 2.5 hours to go, about 160 kilometers to go. The drive's been really, I love these drives, really interesting. I really like these drives, and taking the ordinary roads, what would be the equivalent of the R roads in Ireland, and yeah, you get to see the real countryside, and you see the real towns, small towns, and rich ones, poor ones. And you get a real sense of what Spain is all about. Well, as good as you can guess driving along. But yeah, so all is good. As you might hear the engine making a lot of noise there. That's me revving her up here because my low lamp has come on again, and my power has decreased as a consequence, whatever this problem is. So I'm struggling along here. The good news, I suppose, is that the van hasn't let me down in terms of breaking down. There have been things that have gone wrong, but the van itself has kept going. So maybe I shouldn't complain too much about it and just be grateful and hope that it gets me home in one piece. So continue on the drive and talk to a while. So it is Tuesday evening, and it is 5:30 my time, and you can see where I am. I'm in Bilbao. So the drive up today was pretty straightforward, although I have to admit it was tiring. I was sort of exhausted by the time I got into Bilbao. I think I was on the road for 6 hours. A big drive, but I'm glad I did it. And the weather has changed. It is chilly willy and it's a bit damp up here, showery, you know, but cold. It's about 13 degrees. I think it's going to be down for low as 9 tonight. Like, not really cold, but not great. My plan is I'm camped up in this, I don't know what you'd call it, it's sort of a strange arrangement. It's just outside an industrial area, about 10 minutes from downtown Bilbao, and it is I think 20 slots just along the side of a road with electricity, and there's some bins there and whatever, and you can just park up here. I think it's cost me €17 for the 2 nights, tonight and tomorrow night. So I've parked up here, and my plan is to get a good night's sleep, I hope. And then tomorrow morning I'm going to go down to Bilbao in the camper and stock up with supplies to bring back. I can bring back 100 litres of wine and about 10 litres of spirits. So it's going to be some party at Christmas. So yeah, I'm going to go down and stock up, get bits and pieces like that I want to get in the town centre. And then I'm going to come back up here. The forecast is for rain in the afternoon, so I come back up here. I have a business call tomorrow afternoon on the handover of my business, which I exited yesterday, and so that's sort of exciting. I want to get this handover done. It's important, and then forget about it. So yeah, all is good. So I have to wait basically until Thursday to get on the boat. I'll do my shopping tomorrow, have my business call, and then Thursday morning wander down to the boat. I have enough food in the fridge to keep me going for today and tomorrow and get me down to the boat. No shower here, and no toilets, so I'll have to improvise tonight for a pee, and tomorrow I'll have to find a little cafe while I'm doing my shopping. And then of course on Thursday I'll have access to the boat. I can have my shower and I'll have everything I need, and then I'm on the home run. So yeah, all is good. I'm happy with the trip, and yeah, very happy with the trip actually, and can't wait to get home, get the van sorted, get it fixed, buy a new van. And I keep leaning towards the one in Galway, the Nissan. It just looks like the best van, but we'll see. He also has a Volkswagen Crafter he's finishing out, so I'm going to look at the two of those. They just seem to be better than all the other ones I've seen online for that kind of money, and they're all around the same money, all around 40 to 50,000 euro, with different mileage and different specs, all low mileage, 100,000 kilometers down, but different specifications in terms of the fit out. They all look lovely, but I'm very particular now. Now that I've had some experience, I know what I want. So that's sort of it. I'm not going to say anything much more, I think, on the video. I'll probably just process this now and upload it, and that'll be the end of this trip. And you won't hear from me again until I get the new camper van. That'll probably be Bolero 2 will probably be the next video. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the ride with me. I sure as hell enjoyed the 2 months, and I look forward to seeing you or talking to you or whatever over the Christmas. Cheers, guys.